shit, it's a dinosaur. Oh my god, what the fuck?
There we go. We're live on the internet again, hopefully with a more stable connection to the internet. Who knows what's going on right now? There's probably a balloon over the house staring down and all that good stuff.
Too soon.
Yeah, so
it does still feel fresh.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah, Byron, back to you, man. We're here for Pendragon RPG, and I will monitor the internet, and hopefully quality will be fantastic.
Sounds fabulous. So I'm not sure how much you caught, so if you didn't catch anything, then you're right up to speed. And if you did, well, then we're going to move on without you anyway. So, but so you guys stay around Stafford for a few days. Like I said, the weather seems to change after you dispatch this Barghest. You find out that the gentleman who was helping you was basically he had fallen on hard times and had basically stolen some items from Sir Frederick's household. But Sir Frederick had forgiven him. And being that thievery is not a king's punishment, Sir Frederick had basically given him the punishment and entrusted him with a sword that he should use to find his own valor and his own courage and to get past what had happened to him and to become a pious individual and not be, thieving and stuff. And so he had worked on that, and then he was very heartbroken that Sir Frederick had not come back, and he thought that his chance of redemption was gone. And you guys coming here, basically, he felt that he had that opportunity again to seek out the redemption that Sir Frederick said could come to him.
Now he can fulfill his redemption by taking the sword from Garen.
Well, that's going to be kind of hard to do without the sword.
I have the sword.
Right.
It was thrown to me by Augustus.
Taking it or giving it?
I give it back. I give it back to him.
Okay.
What?
I'm sure you don't say any Jesus words.
We've got those bases covered.
You got those bases covered. All right. So he appreciates the fact that you have allowed him to help in this endeavor and to help to recover his morality per se and redeem his soul. So with that, you guys can, consecrate the grounds up here. Obviously, Augustus and Marcus probably heading the way on that.
Yep.
And it's probably about maybe 2 days after you guys have dispatched the Barghest that a young friar actually comes to the town to help to rebuild the church itself and so forth. And he has a few kind of underlings that will help him do so. With your blessing, of course.
Definitely.
Okay.
So, should we have some part of the church dedicated to your glory, Sir Marcus, for vanquishing the beast with such a steady blow?
There's no need for that.
The Church of Marcus.
Oh, but of course there is. How else will we spread the word? You may be king one day, for all you know.
Oh, I believe a man's actions speak for themselves. No need for us to spread the word.
I'll just keep going as I am, and what will happen will happen.
I guess this gives you like a nod of agreement.
Well, clearly a collection is in order to be split amongst the saviors of the church. Before
This
we
village
part.
needs every
You're such a softie.
shilling it can gather for its own recovery.
Every shilling they can gather.
I do think Garen has a point about the collection.
Attaboy.
After all, the king's men don't necessarily eat for free, Marcus.
That's true. That's very true.
And we have
If it's a friar here, I'm very hungry.
we have a great Dane to feed.
Great Dane to feed. Sure
They
enough.
named those after me.
Did they?
Well, right now I'm just an okay Dane, but one day.
One day you'll be a great one. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Sir Dane.
I think, just a heads up, you keep going, but our stream is eating ass right now. So we're like 50% dropped frames.
Oh, I
Nice.
So just keep rolling. I'm recording, so we can. It'll make its way onto YouTube either way.
Eventually.
I don't want to fight with it.
Yeah, it's not much you can do.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, yeah. So you guys pretty much tidy up things here. And I would assume you ride back to where you were going?
Yep. In my
Which was-
spare time, I write letters documenting my adventure to go back to Lady Jocelyn.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Ooh.
I like it.
Was there an opportunity for the Dane to soil this part of the planet with his seed? Let's not leave any stone unturned.
Absolutely. Emma's mother is very appreciative.
Yeah, roll a d6 for the number of pregnancies. Yeah.
The seed is strong, as to quote Robert Baratheon.
3.
Some strong future citizens of the village.
John Aaron, the seed is strong. The seed is strong.
That's my strong hand.
Oh, more like a fist than a hand, but. All right. So you guys begin your journey. They pack you up with lots of fresh made bread and stuff like that. Give you a good send off. The whole town is kind of very happy about the fact that that you were here. Keep in mind that I believe. Did you remember what day it was of the week when you guys?
I think it was a Tuesday or
Yeah.
Wednesday.
We had a ways
It was
to
a
go.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
Someone got hurt,
Tuesday.
and we were a long way off from Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys wait till Sunday and have the inaugural church service?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
That sounds like a great idea.
It also allows
Yeah.
you to get some healing in if you guys need to.
And we
Well,
can have
Marcus was the only one that took
Hmm.
damage, right?
No,
Oh,
I
no, you did.
No.
No, Augustus ate it.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the tank for a very brief moment in time.
Yeah, I think our stats are similar enough to where I'm supposed to do that, and I just don't want to. Like, nah,
That's fine.
you guys deal with that.
Doing great.
He's been a little gun shy ever since Sir Garen knocked him out.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Really?
small things could do that.
Wait a second.
It was cold that day, I know.
So you're saying your balls didn't drop or something, or
A couple times.
a couple times?
Well, now you get to roll some more for your seed laying.
Woohoo!
That's an extra 2 days.
3 more kids.
You really want him to have more kids after he knocked up your cousin or your
Well,
sister?
and it's time to raise an army.
Time to raise an army.
You're welcome. The average height of England is now a couple inches larger than that. In every
That's how
direction.
it happened.
That's how we tall people came to be, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome.
All right, so strength plus con divided by 10. That's what you're going to get back, Mr. Estes.
Really?
I'm not sure
hit,
how much
right?
damage you had taken, but
All of it.
I had taken 9, yeah,
Taken
and I did not get back 9, but I did get back a couple.
I have a health potion you can have.
Yeah.
you actually do have that. Are you sure you want to give that to him?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I figured that's part
appreciate
of the story, so I don't want to take away the martyr.
He's like, you're more than welcome to die for the cause, but
Yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of nobility in that, I hear.
Yeah, no, he's
My
healthy
people
enough. He's
people
healthy
have it.
enough.
My people have no problem with that idea.
I think our quality cleared up.
Nice.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Arthur, stop chewing on the cable.
Shut up. Too soon. We'll talk about it at lunch tomorrow. Too soon. Too fucking soon.
Did he choose a cable up?
Not in here. No, thankfully, not out in the studio.
Thank God. Who cares about your house cable?
Yeah. He ate my guitar rig, so that's a thing.
Oh,
Good for him. Fucking.
You could have got a Shih Tzu, but no.
That's true. That's true.
you can't ride a Shih Tzu into battle. So
You
get it.
can. You can. It just doesn't work out very well.
Once.
Confused your enemies.
You're right. Hopefully your enemies are small. But anyway, so you guys ride back to the east. There is are you guys just kind of going cross country, or are you guys going like on the trade road? There's a trade road to the south of Stafford that leads back to the main road.
Well,
We're not savages, so we're going to take the road well traveled.
Road well traveled. Okay.
And of course, we are going to go wherever Sir Garen goes. Although Sir Marcus is coming up on his
And
level of notoriety.
All right. I'm assuming Sir Augustus is going to kind of go along. Now that he's made some new friends.
Yes, of course. I'm here to help wherever the help may be. I'll follow along for a little while and see where we go.
All right. As you guys ride, the sun is at your backs, and it's probably midday, maybe a little bit past midday, because it's the sun isn't directly overhead. So,
did it?
So as you're going, you can tell up ahead there is a group of people on horseback, kind of riding towards you. They look like you're going to meet at the crossroads, basically, of the two roads, which would be at Lambert Castle, is about a half a mile from the road.
Are there any banners, Byron? Any banners or indications of any wagons with merchant type carriage?
There are no banners. It looks like you can make out from this distance there's probably a few people on foot and several individuals on horseback. They're riding. Garen would be able to tell with his awareness, and you would be able to tell with what battle skill that you have, that they are riding in looks like a formation per se. So they do have some skill at riding together.
Pole arms or no?
It's hard to tell from this distance, but
Okay.
But it looks like the men on foot definitely have something.
I think they're regular arms. You're probably fine.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that too, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
High five.
And as they come within distance or vision enough that that you can actually start to make out some details, you do notice a few things. There seem to be 3 mounted knights. There is another gentleman on horseback who has, you recognize it as a like a plume from a Roman centurion.
Excellent.
And you can make out that the several guys on foot do have pikes. Well, not pikes, but they have long spears. And one thing that stands out to Garen relatively quickly, you can make a heraldry check, Garen, if you would like.
Where is the Hun when we need him?
Right?
I have no idea.
He is hungry. You do notice that I'm going to go ahead and give you this one part because you guys it's fresh in your mind and so forth. One of the gentlemen on horse, not the lead, but the kind of the third in line, is carrying a shield that does not match the rest of his heraldry. It is a red bear, or a bear on a red shield. It is the heraldry of Sir Frederick.
Oh.
I'm drawing a blank. Why would that mean something to us?
Sir Frederick is the knight that died.
Oh, the one we just came from. Okay, very
When
good.
he just came from. So
Yeah,
you
but
know his heraldry, and you know he was buried. So you could probably presume whoever has the shield.
Is his
Oh man,
his killer?
Is not friendly to him.
Wow.
Oh. Looks like it's like an arrow.
And he was killed in battle for Arthur. So you could assume from that these probably are not friendly people.
All right. Well, this information would be shared, and I think we need to assume some sort of attack formation. 'Cause it doesn't look like these guys are up to no good.
My arithmetic is a bit off, Garen, but aren't we outnumbered here?
We're not running. Yeah. We don't have running in us.
Perhaps a parley, then, would be a good start to
Oh, I'm
determine if
good
a
for
fight
that.
is necessary.
I think that's a great idea.
He needs to come up with a good reason why he has that shield.
All right. And I also don't think that we should be caught flat-footed, so we should be maneuvering our horses if they just
Okay.
charge us.
How many
We
in
don't have
total?
lances.
Did you say
they
there
don't
were?
have lances? There are 3 mounted knights, the centurion, and 5 footmen with spears. So as they get a little closer, they stop, and one of the knights kind of rides forward a bit. Actually, the 3 knights ride forward. The footman and the centurion kind of stay to the back a bit.
Sir Augustus sits tall. He doesn't say anything. Shoulders lax and his hands on his pommel, but he's at attention.
I have warned my squire to get the other squires to be ready.
Okay, not a problem. He kind of the one that seems to be the talker. Kind of is in the middle of the group, not in the front. Like I said, the third one is the one that is carrying the shield. And the front guy, he has like blue and white with a rampant griffin. A rampant griffin means it's like kind of roaring, I guess, if you want to call it. And yeah, and they kind of ride up, and the one knight that's has a green and yellow background, and his background is or the symbol on his shield is a wreath on a green shield.
It's
And
like Christmas.
Sir Beardsley and Sir Marcus, you two can make a heraldry check
Okay.
or recognize either one.
I rolled a 1. I think that's
Okay.
that's not that great,
That's-
though, is it?
That is still good.
Okay.
It is not a critical
Of
but
12.
It's the best you
is-
could roll without being a critical.
A 3 on heraldry, a 3 on 3.
Oh,
I got a 2 out of 6 on recognize.
Okay. I'll give it to all of you then. You guys recognize this gentleman as Sir Cassius, the visiting knight from the duchy.
The way you say that makes me sound like I'm supposed to know that.
Would this
So-
be the one that left the thing underneath the bed?
It would be.
This is... I just quickly... It's the one that left the effigy, Garen. The beast that you slayed.
It's like, good sirs. A pleasure meeting you on the Northern Road.
Aye, Sir Cassius, your reputation precedes you. Might I introduce Sir Garen, Sir Marcus, Sir Augustus? It's probably slobbering, because it's a tough one. And Sir Bjorn.
I can't say I have heard any fabulous stories about you.
Well,
Have you had
Allow
your
us to
helmet
regale
on
you.
too tight then? And I laugh and I bow.
A bit far from the king's teeth, don't you believe? To be so arrogant.
Oh, 'twas not arrogance, I jest. Besides, we all know that he hath no teat. Not one. He was born properly without them. What brings you here? Another errand?
Nah, I don't run errands. Not like you poor souls.
I keep an eye on the individuals that are on foot, looking for any
Okay.
any movement,
Yeah,
but also
give me an
any-
awareness check.
Okay, but one of the things I'm looking
So
for
you can
too.
give me an awareness check, or you can give me a battle check. Either one.
That'll be 6 of 10 for awareness.
Okay.
And I'm also
But
trying
you
to.
seem to be a little. Oh, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah, I
I'm
was
cutting
saying
you off.
as I'm checking them out, I'm trying to figure out if any of them look like sort of a witch or a wizard, sort of, because of that effigy that was made and all that,
Sure, they
Jazz.
don't.
Okay.
You do recognize the centurion, though, as you eye them a bit. The centurion was one of the men that Arthur sent off when you guys were back at Candlemas.
Yeah.
So you do know that Arthur gave them direction to leave, and this is clearly not the direction of leaving.
Yeah.
Perhaps you don't run errands. The only the reason I ask is clearly you and your accoutrement, or your whatever they're called. I'm losing it. Your retinue headed the wrong direction. I glance over to Garen, as looking for validation of that.
Yet I point in a south. I'm like, Rome's that way.
yeah, you seem to have lost your way.
Well, perhaps we have found it.
Do you have something on your mind?
Perhaps.
How far is he from me?
Probably about 20 feet or so. I mean, far enough that you guys can chat without necessarily being right up in your face.
Well, tell us your purpose so we can
What was your thought
get
there,
on with
Bjorn?
this thing.
I have spears. I'm an
Oh, you
asshole.
have spears.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
not really happy
I have
with that.
spears and I'm an asshole. I like it.
Were you going to
Uh,
recount our adventures in, what was it, Lindsay, where we saved, got Ducornius support by just undoing all the mayhem that one guy caused, or was part of causing?
Yeah, I think you suggest this, and Sir Marcus, you're right. There's no need to whisper. We found something of yours, Cassius. A little dolly that you left in a nursery. Seems to have caused terrible nightmares.
I do not know what you speak of.
I take the gem out of my pocket and I hold it out. You know, a little green gem that he put in there. That thing that I took. So
You do notice it is a shiny, likeness to the color of the green on his charge.
Fashionable.
He says, well, I suppose you could be off back to the south to your housemates.
Well, this crossing has created somewhat of a problem. It would appear that your friend has something that belongs to a friend of ours. And I point at the shield.
He looks over and he says, "Oh, Sir Eckhard, I believe you have something that belongs to someone else." He's like, "Well, I've come quite attached to it, I believe. Perhaps the brave knight would like to take it."
I'm taking it because it doesn't belong to you. And since our business is the king's business, and we're just coming from the king's business, this seems like something that should be returned.
Well, I suppose we're going to have to do something about that. He
Yes.
kind of puts his hands on the pommel of his horse, as if he's preparing to dismount. He's like, "Should we just settle this outright, or does this have to become a melee between us all?"
No, I think you and I can handle this.
Augustus nods.
Very well. He dismounts.
So will I. I'm feeling a little ornery because Marcus stole my glory in the last one.
It's like, we'll get this solo mono a mono.
I don't know how
fight
this.
over there.
I mean, I know I want it to go, but this feels like the right thing to do. I mean,
Do we just like
Definitely.
spread out in like a circle or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're kind of spreading out.
Augustus kicks his horse to back him up a little bit and give the gentleman some space. He stands off the side of the road on his horse, 25, 30 feet away.
He says, "Should we fight on the road? I don't want you to twist an ankle or such in the grass."
well, I don't suspect this is going to take long, so we'll just start here and see where it goes.
I like it. I like it. All right.
I would ask, to honor you when you fall to Sir Garen, may I have your helm?
He says, "I don't think that will be necessary. But I would take perhaps your flair for the words that come from your mouth, but apparently someone has already done that."
Mm.
Can I keep your skull?
Pagan.
Bjorn's like, "Can I drink from your skull?"
I say, he's pagan filth. And I pat him on the back lovingly, though, like.
Yeah. So the guy with the blue shield and stuff, he says, "Let's keep this honest. No need to spill any more blood." And he kind of puts his hand on the pommel of his sword.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll do this the chivalrous way, but I would nod at our crew just to be wary.
Okay, all right.
So got a duel between
Was
Garen
it-
and who here?
Garen and Sir Icard.
Wasn't Sir Frederick like 60?
He was older.
Yeah, so this guy's talking about honor, and he killed an old man for his shield.
Well, he was a valorous knight, so he took his shield after he killed him. So there's honor in killing another knight.
Yeah, but he would have been fighting against somebody that
Yeah.
was doing business for Arthur, correct? Like this is somebody that's not on the side of the king that we currently serve, and has
Absolutely.
collected a war trophy. And
Yep, a war trophy that does not belong to him. Absolutely. And and Sir Frederick was a very honorable man. You know that he was. I mean, not that it really sits well with you, but he was a very pious individual and did lead the church.
To Beardsley and Sir Cassius should come with us, regardless of this, to answer for what he did.
I respect Garrett too much to interrupt this, but I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
in this game, are spears thrown, or are they used for a thing?
No, they're mostly used. So javelins would be thrown. So spear is more for fighting on foot.
Not really sure why I have 5 of them then, but okay, go ahead.
So
No,
rules of engagement.
I'm fucking
We're gonna
around, man.
do-
Go ahead.
We're going to do
Yeah.
this with swords, or
Yeah.
swords and fists, or do we have access to other weapons? Because
See,
I would prepare Pip to have some of my
He's
gear
got the
handy.
latest technology with the flail.
Yeah, so it's very honorable.
But does
in
he
the way
have
that
the
happens.
weird flail?
He does not have a weird flail.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
he
say,
has
I
a
think-
very nice. He has a very nice long sword.
All right. Well, I offer him one last chance to return the shield so that we can take it back with us.
He's like, I won this in battle. You want it? Take it.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
All right. And so let's see here. So, Garen, you are actually up first by Dex.
All right.
So we kind of,
So,
he circles a little bit. Whatever.
Yeah, I give him a little bow and then proceed to close for my first strike.
All right.
And like every time we play this game, I need to know what I need to do. I just need to roll below my sword, right?
Correct. Equal to or lower. Equal to is a critical.
All right. That's a 6.
Okay. You strike him and he fails to block. So you can do your damage.
All right.
I
so
think
that's
there's clapping.
4d6, and I get an extra one for my sword, right?
Yeah.
5d6.
Mhm.
Well, that's a 16 points of damage.
16. That's a juicy amount. Okay. All right. So you swing and you cut into him pretty well. Cuts past some of his armor that he has.
I do that with a little bit of flair.
All right.
I kind of a nice little slight bow to my friends.
Okay. So Sir Ickard tries to return the favor. So you will roll again your sword skill to defend against his skill.
I rolled a 1.
So he rolled a fumble actually. So he swings and you just smack his sword and it skitters in the dirt.
Ho, 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 ho!
So he still has a hold of it, but yeah.
I offer you once again, Sir Ickard, the chance to relinquish the shield and save yourself any more embarrassment.
Jesus, no way.
We all choose
like,
our fate, and sometimes fate chooses for us.
There's no glory in giving up,
All right.
especially to an undoctored knight as yourself.
And so the game continues.
It does. Oh man.
A 12
Okay.
on my
Is that
17.
17? So you hit him again, and he fails to stop it. He's rolling so bad.
Garen, you use your hands now.
18.
18. Woohoo! Nice. Okay. Yeah, he
I make sure he takes the blade and maybe an elbow as I pass through.
nice. Yeah, you push him back. He takes the elbow to kind of rattles his helmet a little bit.
To his crew, are any of you skilled at medicine?
Oh, I like it. I like it. He swings back.
Oh, I got to roll again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's not good. I rolled a 20, so I'm going to lose my sword.
So you actually don't,
Okay.
because he failed again.
Okay. Oh,
Of course. Yeah, this guy's terrible.
so we both missed. Excellent.
Yeah. You kind of hear him mumbling a bit as he says some prayers to God.
Wise choice. Make your peace now.
And you'll be up.
It crosses my mind for a moment to give him one more chance for I ask him, would you like mercy or honor?
Honor, of course.
Invoke some shit.
All right, that's a 4 on 15.
God, this guy is so bad. I should not use my D&D dice for this game.
Nice.
This one wasn't as big. 11.
11. So that does not seem to have gotten past his armor. But he kind of circles around. He says, I see you tire already. My plan from the start.
I could do this all day.
All right,
Mind
he swings.
Mind your footing on your blood.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, all right. So he actually does succeed, but you also succeed. So he strikes you, and let's see here. So 22 points.
Okay. So I don't know what I do with that.
So you
If we both
subtract what your armor is. Yep,
So-
you're both successful, but he scored a higher number, but still under his thing. So
Okay. So my armor, what I have listed is 10. It's chainmail and a shield, and I wrote 10 plus 6. Does that mean I take 6 points of damage?
no, that means you take 16 off the 22.
Hmm.
Because you're wielding your shield right now. Your shield gives you an extra 6.
Right. So I would take 6 points of damage.
Correct. You've clearly dealt him more than 6.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure mine.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm not even
And then
sure.
if you have
here's my hit points. Okay, I
Yeah,
got it.
if you have a knockdown, so once you've taken the amount of hit points equal to your major wound, that's when you have an actual major wound. Or I'm sorry, if you take a number of damage greater than the major wound. So, like for instance, one of these guys has a 14 as a major wound. So if he was to take 14 points past the armor, it would be a major wound, which would require a surgeon to heal. And then knockdown would be if you take that much damage.
Right. I rolled another 1.
Another 1. Okay, so he succeeds, but at a higher number than you. So you fail to do damage, but he doesn't do any damage to you because he's not the attacker. All right. Back to him.
For the king, Garen!
Yeah, you could invoke a passion, or you're just like, no, I'm just killing this guy with straight
Not yet. I don't know. Well,
morals.
this is the
All
first one I rolled a 6.
All right, so he succeeds, but higher than your number. Oh wow! 18. 27 points. Apparently, my D6s roll better than my D20.
Okay.
He says, you could just give up. It's not that big of a deal.
No. Now I'm pissed.
For the king, Garen!
Yeah, I'll do it for my honor,
Okay.
which I missed. I got an 18 on a 17.
No!
Oh, no! No!
Oh.
So I missed by 1.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Now, in this system, can any of us help him at all, or no?
Oh
No.
no, I'm going down.
No, this is mono a mono. Let's see what happens, man. Fail pass and roll.
Is your second character named Mildred? Garen cannot die.
It's been a minute. This is the first time we had to look this up.
Use a Benny.
Yeah, it's been a
Use
Benny.
a Benny. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Sorry, no Benny's here. All right. Passions, where are you at?
Is it too late to say we were just kidding?
I think I just lose 1 point in the relative passion.
I think so, yeah.
I'm looking
So
at page
probably-
92, Byron.
Page 92? Okay, yeah, perfect. That's where I'm at now. I just gotta get there. Yeah, so you just had a failure. Character is disheartened and immediately loses 1 point in irrelevant passion. Yeah, I would say so. I would say you're taking some damage. So yeah, that's all. So disheartened, -5 on all further rolls made this situation.
Isn't there
Once
some
the-
sort of heathen
once the
cheer that you
battle-
can give? Sorry,
And
there
then
was,
once
there was
it,
lag there. Ooh.
Yeah, once this thing, you'll be melancholic after the battle. So
Bjorn, isn't there some sort of heathen cheer that you can shout to make him?
you're gonna be -5.
Even with the -5, I make my sword roll.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
What,
that would be.
what was the number that you rolled?
So I rolled a 7, so I'd be at a 2.
Perfect. So the 7 is the number that matters because that's still higher than the number that he rolled. He rolled success, so you will do damage again.
Yes.
$15.
15. He's knocked to one knee, and then he does get back up. But you clearly have been
You've got
punishing
him.
him. Clearly, have been punishing him back. He rolls and scores with a 5.
I rolled a 17 on my 17, so -5 though gives me a
Oh.
12.
Okay, the 7. So the 12 is still higher than him. But you rolled a 17. That's a failure. So
What? Why is it?
No,
a
when-
failure? It's right on my number.
yeah, no, it's
17.
it's actually right on your number. So you actually
Yeah.
rolled a critical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually a critical. So you will do double damage.
Lay him
Yes.
low.
I think this is the part where the head comes off, isn't it?
33.
So yeah, so he makes some comment about your honor, and he kind of turns, and as he turns, his shield comes just out enough that it doesn't block that blow. What does this look like as you put this guy down? Because 33 is past his total hit points to start with.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut this guy down. What does it look like?
Yeah, I think in this, I think I'm just ramming my sword right through his chest, like right above where his plate would be, through his neck, just impaling him.
Okay, so yeah, the shield kind of tumbles in the dirt, and if you were looking at it from like a camera view, as the shield turns, and the dirt in kind of slow-mo kind of comes up as the blood splatter comes down and bounces across what was Sir Frederick's shield, and he kind of gasps a little bit as he goes down on both knees with your sword still stuck in his throat.
I wink at him from the sidelines as he's like looking around, like, oh, I'm like, bing.
I'd keep an eye on his compatriots just to make sure they're.
And I sort of, I pull my sword loose, I pick the shield up, and I just slump back off towards where my horse is. It says I'm melancholic. I'm not celebrating the victory.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're definitely not.
I'm bleeding. I'm embarrassed.
Right. Yeah. You just kind of just muttering to yourself, gently ignoring the rest of.
And I read from the book of Pendragon, and he did speak to me.
I urge your squire to tend to your wounds there.
I urge
And I'm not
mine
even happy
to
about
mine
that.
to
I'm like,
assist.
Pip, leave me be.
Yeah, he just snaps at Pip. He's like, "Is that Beardsley?"
How?
Okay.
So how many people are there?
So there are now still 2 knights.
There's 8.
5 footmen and a centurion. So
How are they responding?
The
Sorry, go ahead.
centurion dismounts and the 5 footmen begin to move forward.
Augustus sort of rides his horse in between them. Not in between, like, their man. They're welcome to approach their man, but between them and the rest of the group.
Yeah.
His honor is honor. This was a fair battle. We need no more bloodshed.
I want his head.
He did claim a skull.
There'll be time to eat later, Bjorn. There'll be time to... It's all right.
I think we should take Cassius with us to answer for what he did.
That seems to be counter to Augustus's plan of not spreading any more blood.
I didn't see what was there before.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, Marcus, perhaps we settle that score another day. The king needs his news of what has happened here today.
I suppose.
I could see the tension between Marcus and Beardsley kind of.
You guys are fucking with my stats.
I think Beardsley would kind of pull up next to Augustus and dismount, and say sort of look like he's saying a prayer, right, for the fallen knight, being respectful of the dead as he is. He's pious, but then he scoops up the shield, wipes the blood off of it.
I grabbed the shield when I was going back to my horse.
Oh,
he hasn't. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, shit. I
But
would say a prayer for him then.
No parading around or celebrating the victory. I'm in a bad way. I'm not talking to anybody.
Sir Cassius and the other gentleman, who you may hear Cassius call his name Sir Lambourne. They kind of rile their horses up a little bit and look like they're going to be leaving here, and they kind of turn, and Sir Cassius kind of looks back and he says, "Another day, Sir Lisp."
I smile. Yes, indeed.
Looking forward to it.
They take Icar's horse.
They leave his body?
They leave his fucking body laying there.
Disgraceful.
I take his head.
Yeah, you can clearly do that.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I want.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can get a skull.
Marcus, help me get him on the horse.
Yeah, collect the body.
Well, take him for a proper burial.
Yeah. Let it bleed for a little while.
Yeah.
Since you like setting it won't take long. Sir Garrett cut a massive hole in his throat, and then it was actually quite easy for you to take his head off because a lot of the like fleshy meat and stuff was gone already.
Yeah, it was quick. It's fine. I'm not cruel about it. I just want my trophy. This is
Well
important.
fought, Sir Garen.
I don't even acknowledge it.
No.
Nothing a couple pints can't fix. Come on.
Don't be disheartened by killing one of our own. He had it coming to him.
Is there like a therapy thing, like a roll for therapy?
It literally says I'm going to be like this disagreeable. So really, the way I interpret the rule is he's embarrassed. I've got cut up. I mean, hell, I almost got knocked unconscious, and just even winning when I invoke the honor. It's just a crushing embarrassment. Even in winning, it's just embarrassed. And the rule says that I will be in this disagreeable state for like 11 weeks, whatever the damage was, whatever, or no, it's even more than that. It was whatever the weeks related to the honor roll.
Yeah.
So it's either 1 week or 17 weeks. I can't. It's a weird thing.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce. You guys hang out with Mr. Melancholy over there.
Got to be Donner over here.
It really is.
Wow.
It's like
Sir Curmudgeon.
It's tough. It is bad.
Sir Garen, turn off the Morathi already.
Sir Garrison. Fuck.
Yeah. It is the knight
Nailed
naturally awakens from his melancholy on his own, but it requires a number of weeks equal to the score on the passion that provoked the dismal mental state. Yeah. So
so the question is that the 17 that I missed, is it the 18 that I rolled, or is it the difference between 18 and 17? Like, is it a week? Is it 17? I mean, this is forever.
It's like 17 weeks. So it's not really forever. So it seems like a really long time. It seems like
it's like 3 months.
Yeah, but it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you like a month to ride back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna be.
I'll be miserable till the next winter phase.
Yeah. Right. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So the
good news is if we get into any more scrapes and I manage to get myself healed, I get like a +10 if anybody gets in my face on all my attack rolls.
Oh, let's go see Sir Cassius then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, basically we will get to the next winter phase because that's basically what's going to happen after you get back to Arthur.
Yeah, this does say you run off into the woods for a season. So, yeah, I think it probably is closer to that 17.
Mad.
If you go mad, I didn't go mad. You
didn't go mad.
It says if you fail a passion roll, are you consumed by melancholy and run off into the woods for a season?
I summer in Ireland.
I don't even care about the wolf pack. I'm going to go out into the trees. That would be
does he goes out in the trees and cries?
Yeah.
It's pretty much Lancelot from Excalibur.
Right? It's very Arthurian.
We'll be back. You just hang out here.
Yeah. I think we're camped nearby, wherever he is. Just wait. He'll be out of it soon enough, I'm sure. Just getting wasted and laughing.
Just listen for the sobbing.
Yeah, is he still there?
Just listen for the sobbing is the candidate.
That's right. Yeah, if the Garen shows himself and sees his sobs, it's 6 more weeks of melancholy.
He's overwhelmed by grief.
17 weeks. I missed my one sword swing.
All right, so here we go. Bjorn, this might sound fun to you. It is possible to intentionally and abruptly awaken a melancholic knight or even a maddened one.
Can I smack?
In the senseless bliss of love that overcomes amorous knights, it's dangerous, and knights ought to be armored. They're going to be attacked without warning, and it's impossible for them to react in time. The intent is to shock the victim out of his state with an abrupt, mentally or emotionally provocative statement. The victim will fly into a rage but calm down in 1d6 rounds.
Oh, Bjorn!
The healer must defeat the victim's passion that put him into the miserable state. The healer must use any passion or trait that he has which might penetrate the victim's feelings, even if it is to provoke and anger him. Vaguely appropriate passions may incur a penalty on the passion score depending on the game master's ruling.
Yeah, so you say, how about for honor? Why don't you beat me in combat or something? Like maybe a fist fight between the two of you. Although it can't be guaranteed that the Garen would use his sword.
If the healer wins, then the condition is ended and the victim snaps out of it. If the victim, me, wins, then he flies into a rage and attacks the healer. If it is a tie, both characters fail, then nothing happens.
You have like 3 health.
I was just gonna say, I don't think you're attacking me. You would just be at. You would be. I would be attacking you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
But if Garen would fumble again, he would be entirely maddened, throwing off his armor, tearing off his clothing, and running off naked into the woods.
Oh no, that's what heathens do on the weekend.
The game master puts his character into that special file labeled "Not Dead Yet."
Yeah, you'd be in the Brent file. You'd be in the Brent file and the Ulo file.
So all I gotta do is smack Garen, and he goes nudist and crazy.
Well, he goes nuts for 1d6 rounds.
Nuts.
That's where the nudist part came in. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
All right, you guys gonna try to shake him out of it?
I think so. Bjorn, you should provoke his emotions by.
There's likely some period of time before you would get tired of my shenanigans. At first, you would feel like just let it be.
I'm not patient for this. You just beat the shit out of me. Now you're crying.
You just had to kill a knight. You don't know how that would make anyone feel. So
Cut his throat out and you're sobbing.
But Bjorn, perhaps he's not upset about that. Maybe he's just thinking about the fact that you conceived with his sister.
Oh, shit.
Could it be?
She was very happy about it.
Why don't you explain to him what that was like?
The noises you're making are very similar to what your sister made.
So is this going down? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think it is.
yeah.
Oh,
I think Estes should roll the d6.
Yeah, I'll roll a d6.
That's fair.
I'm over eating thine popcorn watching this whole
Fine,
Would you like a bite? Yes. Here's a bite of chicken.
All right, d6 rolling now. I rolled a 6.
Oh, of course. All right.
What do I do?
So, so
clear some space.
So Byron, this is I don't completely understand that.
I'm not sure
You
I do
choose a
either.
passion, Bjorn, and it says you've got to beat what put me in this state. So my honor at the time was a 17.
yeah. So Bjorn, let's see here. Looks like loyalty or love of family.
Now, hold on.
That's your best bet.
I have a plus in some of those.
Love of family, kind of what got you here.
Yeah, right?
I have.
Aside to Sir Beardsley, Sir Bjorn slept with his sister.
It was only once.
That's the right words to provoke me.
Yeah, that should do it. Okay, yeah, so it's basically a passion on passion roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Can we do that on stream?
Yeah.
It's after 9.
All right, I got a 4.
Oh, all right. So you need to roll if your love of family or love of loyalty to your lord. Which one do you want to use? I have this both 15, but you might have a different number because I have the original.
I can roll. I don't know.
So you get to pick which one you use, and then basically, the love of family seems to be the most.
He's basically an in-law.
Yeah, you're basically an in-law. So you're gonna roll. You would roll a d20, and then you need to be below the 15, but above the 4.
Plenty of room.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
That's good enough.
Hey. I mean,
Do you just knock his ass out and he wakes up in a better mood?
Yeah, I just walk up and I backhand him and tell him to act like who he is.
Yeah.
He just needed a nap. That's all.
You're like, I can't have this kind of shit in my family.
Like who's a
Grayson-
cranky baby?
So
Cranky baby.
I kind of chuckle to myself, and I'm like, "You're a good friend, Bjorn."
Can I hit him again?
Nice.
I
hit him again.
I
I
think
think
he-
at this point he might hit your back, but
I still need a moment, but I'll be all right. So I guess for 5 more rounds, I would be collecting mine.
he's pissed. He's kicking dirt. Kicks rocks.
Coincidentally, that's how many rounds of drinks you owe me. Come on.
I think as the
I will
massive
gladly
Bjorn
treat.
as the massive Bjorn moves aside, I have my hanky. Here we go. You're bleeding again.
Beardsley, leave me be.
He's like,
I take the hanky.
Uh,
All right. So thank you, Bjorn. I would, as I'm coming through this, I would spend some time trying to medicine myself up because I took a beating.
yeah, your squires all have heal too. So whoever, so medicine yourself, you're only going to get 1 point back. So if somebody else does heal, they get the full d6. So, does anybody have a higher first aid or medicine than 10?
I got
I
12.
do.
Yeah, I got
I just
12.
rolled a 6 out of 10.
I have 13.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
so-
Dr. Augustus.
Dr. Augustus.
I'm a healer. Okay, so I just roll.
So yeah, you would roll so what you said you had a 13 or a 12?
A 13.
So yeah, so you can this is an option for you to invoke a passion if you will, but we just saw what's actually going right.
Oh no!
Or you just roll.
I'm not gonna lose a nut by putting on a band-aid. We're good.
All right, you're good. All right, so
Can
this
I-
is the
can I
only roll that
assist,
can
Byron?
be made.
Can
No.
I? No.
Nope, there's no assist. There's 1 roll and 1 roll only, and that's it until Sunday.
So I'm just shooting for less than or equal to.
Yep.
My target 13. Cool.
Yep.
I got a 12.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So you'll roll a d6, and that's how many hit points it gets back.
You went crazy.
A 6 again.
nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
6 points.
That was
back.
helpful.
Yep.
You're a
As
good
he's
man,
healing you up.
Augustus.
He says, you fought well out there. That was honorable.
Thank you.
Like, do
Whatever.
I heal wounds as well as the wounds on the inside that we can't see.
I healed his sister's wound.
Yeah.
So the good news is that Lambert Castle is actually a larger area, so there would be a doctor there. So you could go there to get more healing or medicine.
Cool.
Some proper leeches and so forth.
Right, exactly. They got to leech that set out and stuff.
Garen came dangerously close to perishing here.
It was tough, man. I was about to ask. You got that other character read?
That was. I guess that's a pretty interesting fight. I was whooping ass, and then I wasn't.
He rolled so bad, and then he got one. The damage he did do was stellar. He was a bit stronger than you. He got 66 from his sword.
But we've all seen we've all seen Game of Thrones. Like
Yeah.
no super sharp shit happens. So
Yeah, absolutely. So see, he actually was not the most skilled knight of the 3. That's the best part.
All right, my sunny disposition returns as we make our way through the day. I'm in a better place.
There we go. Regaining hit points. First aid.
Eventually, I ride up to Bjorn and share a wineskin with him. Fellow pagan to fellow pagan.
Is the wineskin filled with lamb's blood or something?
Yeah. You'll never know.
Hey everyone, I think our Cox is getting better.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's been
Now
off and on. Yeah.
that Garen's been swinging his around.
You guys missed some good shit for those who pop back into the stream. So, yeah.
Yeah, we had our first passion fail. That was awesome. All right. So you guys go to Lambert Castle.
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll put you up because they have hospitality. So the castle itself will put you all up and present you with food and so forth. They are loyal to Arthur. So no issues or anything there. The doctor will tend to Garen, and he does well, but doesn't roll a critical or anything like that. So Garen, you will get your hit points, your whatever back again. Your strength plus con divided by 10.
Strength plus con.
Would they have like a bard or anything in there?
A bard? Yeah, there's definitely a bard at the tavern, like in the town.
I want to find a bard and pay him the gold to sing a song about Garen defeating the guy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
I like this part.
Yeah.
Is there a harp nearby that I could bust out some Stevie Ray Vaughan style harp notes on?
Yeah, giddy up.
Why don't you give me a D20 roll? We'll say.
Good, because that's the only one I have out. I rolled a 20.
We're planning on getting in combat, huh?
I rolled a 20.
A 20? Then no, there's no harp.
You went insane, and you go in the woods naked.
What's new? And
that's not insane for him. That's just normal behavior.
Yeah, that's how I keep the blood from being evident when I murder locals.
It may be, sadly.
Would we explain what happened to? I don't know who you would explain it to, but when we dispose of this guy's body, he needs to be buried.
Sure, to the cemetery. So you'd probably take it to the church.
Yeah,
because that's who pretty much deals with the cemetery. At least up here.
Or like reporting the death of a knight. Like
you don't necessarily have to report it. Arthur's the only person, or the Earl. Your liege lord is the only
so just take care of burying him then.
There are no authorities above you. You're in Arthur's lands. Well, at least he claims they are his lands, and this is the lands around Lambert Castle, which is pays homage to Arthur also.
But we don't need to be carrying him any further than this.
Yeah,
we should probably.
Not all of them.
It would seem that we would basically turn them on to the fact that these folks that are out there, they shouldn't give refuge to Cassius and the rest of the crew.
Good.
Order dismissed from the lands, and they're obviously not heading in the right direction.
Right, and I forgot to award glory there also. Tim, you would get 100 glory for defeating Sir Icard.
I picture Sherborne's kind of like the predator there, cleaning the skull.
Yeah, sitting up in a tree like a weirdo. Yeah.
No, actually, I was trying to cheer up Garen, but like,
a puppet show.
There's still strips of meat hanging on it.
I don't know how to block. I move my shield when I talk shit.
So, does it make sense too to compel some of the people at this castle to spread the word across the countryside that these knights have fallen from grace and have been expelled?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And the knight here, the lord of the castle or whatever, will actually send some troops out looking for him. Some of his household knights out looking for him to make sure that they move on. But we have our first reoccurring villain.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, that's basically what I have for you guys tonight. And you guys chew through. I expected a longer fight. I thought you guys were going to go toe to toe, but I like the way you guys did it. I like the mano a mano from Garen. That was very fitting.
Tim's like, I like the way you did it too, putting my character at risk of dying while you pick your noses from the sidelines.
That's great.
100 glory. I mean, that's no small feat.
Yeah, that's true.
It is not. So I'm going to award each one of you guys 25 glory. also for role playing your characters, because I think you guys all stayed pretty akin to your characters, and we'll give Bjorn an extra 15 glory for snapping Garen out of his melancholic state.
Right on.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
15.
Sounds pretty good. So
What
when
was
we
it, 25.
25 and then 15, so you'll get 40 all day.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing the math for me.
No problem.
And
but
what does little skull here get? Is he?
he doesn't get any glory.
Scully.
He lost glory. He has negative glory. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir Augustus was going to step in until he remembered the guy did say you could have it. So.
Yeah. Well, no, I know. I figured. I was gonna play the whole like, just look at Augustus, be like,
I'll allow it, but just because he said it was fine.
Yeah. The word of the wise: cocky people should not say you can have their skull.
Like, this is gonna suck, dude. We have like the same stats, but we're opposite alignment, basically.
We're like the yin and yang.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit country.
Oh God. Flashbacks.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. So we're going to wrap up the stream here today, and then what we'll do is join us in 2 weeks, hopefully, and we will do our winter phase once you guys get back to Candlemas.